Act one is when you walk into the room or the tape starts, and I see you for the first time. And that is a really important 5 seconds for me in the casting process, because the audience will see you for the first time at some point in the movie. And I need to be hyper aware of what that experience is. It's not anything that you can control, because you walk through the door or your tape starts and there's your face and your body and your history and your gene pool and your haircut and what everything that is you is presented in the first moment. And, you know, as a filmmaker, I'm watching that and trying to figure out what that is and whether it's right for the movie. So it could be, you know, you have an audition and then it's like, did I get it? You may not get it or be advanced to act two in that second, and it's not anything you can control. So because, you know, so that when your agent calls and says, no, they what do they always say? They say, oh, they made a different choice. Is the agent euphemism. So you can never know what that is. And it could have been in the first 5 seconds of it. It's like, oh, she looks too much like our lead actress. And the audience will be confused. It could be something as simple as that. And then at that point, it doesn't matter what you do. So anyway, so that's the first act, is what you are and who you are. Second is like, okay, let's watch your prepared audition. So act two is what you've done, your homework, your interpretation of the scene, your chops in delivering your interpretation of the scene is presented, and I'm analyzing, okay, so is there a brain here? Is there a work ethic here? Because you'd be surprised how many people come in without having done their homework. It's shocking. Like and it pisses me off because I do a lot of homework. So I can tell in 2 seconds whether you've prepared this thing and worked it out and found the transitions and have an inner life and, you know, and an objective and all that stuff. I can tell, it's obvious. You know, a lot of times I've seen people come in with their sides and like, they sit down and go like, okay, what's this scene? All right, so I say, have you been in here before? You know, like that kind of shit. So the fact that you're all working with Matthew puts you in the top 30% when you walk through the door. So the second thing is like, okay, so is there someone who's interpreting a scene? Is there someone who's dedicated to the process? There's someone who's enjoys the process. There's someone who's got the skill set and the thing, that magic thing to deliver it. Act three is I'm going to now give you something, a change up on that scene. I'm going to give you some note. If I'm hopeful after act one and act two that you're the right person for this job, the note that I'm going to give you is something that I'm going to like custom fit my note to make you look better so that I can get a piece of videotape to convince the network that you're the person. So I'm going to, you know, like just sort of like now that I've seen you in the room and I understand you, kind of who you are, I'm going to give you a note that's going to allow you to succeed even more, in my opinion. What I'm also looking for is, you know, do we connect? Do we speak the same language? You know, two people meet and, you know, either they're on the same wavelength or they're not. No one's fault. But, you know, is the way that I talk about drama something that makes sense to you? Can you process that and throw something back to me? Or are we like missing each other in some weird way that I can't describe? And, you know, so I'm looking to see if you're a valuable working partner. And I'm also seeing like, is this person going to cling to their homework and never let go under any circumstance? Or can they like let go and play and understand, you know, the core of the scene, like Nikita, the way we talked about with that. So, you know, so act one is who you are. Act two is your skill set. And act three is this going to be a good working relationship?